Hello Beauty and the Beast fans that randomly clicked on this video, how are you doing?
Bonjour! 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 Bonjour!
I wanted to make this video because the live action Beauty and the Beast remake keeps being dismissed, and I think there's more to it than meets the eye. Now there are problems. The fact that this incredible roar of pain and loss from the cartoon is replaced with a forgettable jingle makes me so angry when I see it. But there are plenty of videos out there trashing it. So, to balance it out, here are the top 10 things that I believe the remake did better than the cartoon. Number 1. The timeline is fixed. There is a timeline issue in the cartoon.
The rose she had offered was truly an enchanted rose, which would bloom until his 21st year.
But Lumiere reveals that it's been 10 years, meaning that either the prince was 11 at the time of the curse, but then there's a picture of him as an adult, or it's been 21 years as a beast, but then we should have 11 years to go, but the rose petal falls in the film. Somewhere something is off. Basically, the remake fixes the timeline. Number 2. Where's the castle? In the cartoon, the horse leads Belle to the castle and Gaston leads the townspeople to the castle, even though neither of them have been there before. You could argue that Gaston somehow uses the mirror to get there, but the mirror is never shown as a map in the film. In the remake, however, the horse visits the castle before running off, and Gaston is shown the way earlier in the film by Maurice, so they do know where to go. Number 3. Maurice's imprisonment and Belle's choice to stay. In the cartoon, Maurice is imprisoned because the beast has a temper. In the remake, Maurice is imprisoned for an actual crime. He steals a rose. Given that the beast was given eternity for a rose, it would make sense that he would hand out the same punishment for a similar crime. Then Belle chooses to swap with Maurice, not out of the cartoon's odd logic of loyalty and sacrifice, but because she believes she has a better chance of escape. Then she actually does try to escape in her first opportunity. This is more believable character motivation. Number 4. The curse is better. It is progressive. The characters are slowly changing into household objects and will lose all personality and life when the last petal falls. Once the rose wilts for good, the beast will be left with no one. In the cartoon, they will still all be alive to live out enjoyable lives and keep each other company. This gives everything in the remake a tense undertone of desperation that's a little missing from the cartoon. Tying the villagers' memories into the curse is also a stroke of genius to explain why no one knows the castle is nearby, which is something the cartoon just glosses over. Number 5. It's Lumiere's plan. The cartoon has the beast deciding to move Belle to her room, followed by him losing his temper, leading to the furniture banding together to prepare a meal and try and fix it for themselves. In the remake, the plan is led by Lumiere from the get-go. There's even an indication at the start that the beast might think it's impossible to break the spell. The live action has Lumiere's desperation to break the spell primarily motivated to save a loved one. It's a perfect addition to the story that just flows a little better. Number 6. Backstory. Who are Belle and the Beast? The cartoon doesn't really care. This guy isn't even given a name. Why Belle is well read in this little village is never addressed. In the remake, however, we actually do get an explanation as to why Belle is well read and why she's living away in this little village. The backstory given to the beast is perfect and leads on to Belle start to see him more as a man. It also leads to number 7. The furniture's crime. At the end of the cartoon, you could be forgiven for thinking that it's unfair that everyone in the castle was cursed for the beast's cruelty. In the live action, they are cursed for an actual crime. They did nothing to change the situation as the beast's father turned him from a small boy into a cruel man. It's a great addition to the story. Number 8. Gaston's plan and relationships. Gaston's relationships with the villagers are much more interesting in the remake.
Call it war, call it threat. You can bet they all will follow, for in times like this they'll do just as I say.
LeFou can be seen paying the villagers as he helps him sing the Gaston song, showing that he's not that well loved. They actually confront Gaston when Maurice accuses him of attempted murder. The cartoon's villagers are so in love with Gaston that they would have surely just believed him. Gaston then gets Maurice dragged away to cover up his murder attempt, upping the stakes from the cartoon's plot of Marry Me or Else. Number 9. LeFou. LeFou is given a proper character arc in the remake, rising from his role in the cartoon for simply being someone for Gaston to talk to.
There's a beast running wild, there's no question, but I fear the wrong monster's released.
Personally, I thought we were heading for an ending where LeFou might actually kill Gaston, but it never happened, which is a shame. Number 10. The Sorceress's ending. The cartoon has the curse lifted when Belle says I love you at the last minute, and, kind of out of nowhere, magic happens, which is fine as far as it goes. In the remake, after the last petal has fallen, the sorceress sees that Belle has fallen in love and makes the choice to reverse her own spell, which is a much better piece of storytelling. In the end, is the remake better? No, it's not. There are so many videos out there with legitimate arguments, from the animation to the music to the fight scene with Gaston. I mean, it just doesn't compare. The cartoon's fight scene is so much better. But the issues is not what this video is about, and I believe that the remake is better than people give it credit for. Go watch it again with an open mind and you might actually find yourself having a good time. Thanks for watching, and all comments that are phrased nicely are welcome.